Hey everyone, my name is Marco Motino. I am the CEO and founder of Dibbly, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use KIP in your projects. All right, so I'm going to open up a project. This is our ebook template, and I'm going to showcase how you can use KIP right in the editor. So there are 4 ways right now that you can interact with KIP. One of those ways is by highlighting text. So if I highlight this text, you'll see this toolbar, and then you'll see KIP's icon. I can ask KIP a couple of things in here. So rewrite or grammar correction. So let's say I don't like the style of the content. I can ask KIP to, or make it funnier, for example. I can click generate, and now you're going to see it. You're going to see KIP replacing some words with other words and just rewriting the entire structure of, in this case, of this paragraph. If we like it, we can approve through the check mark. We can ask KIP to regenerate here. We can cancel it entirely. Or if we want to keep the original and use the new version, we can just copy it and then paste it in the document. So I'm just going to approve, and then you'll see that the content got replaced. You can also do that by hitting this plus icon, go to KIP, and then in there you will see that you have the same options, and it highlights the text for you so you don't have to manually highlight everything. So that's one way to interact with KIP. The other way is I'm just going to create a node here, and we'll call this brainstorming, for example, and we can have a slash command here, slash KIP, hit tab, and I can ask KIP to brainstorm some of my ideas for a self-help book. As an example, I can click generate, and now KIP is going to generate that content right in here for you. And you can keep repeating this cycle. Once it's done, I have the options of canceling it entirely. I can ask KIP to regenerate, or I can just approve, and now it's part of the content, and we can keep going on with this cycle. The third way is through KIP Chat right here. So this icon, click it, you open it, and this is something similar to ChatGPT, very conversational, and you can bounce ideas off KIP. Hey KIP, do you have ideas for a self-help book? Let's say mindfulness. And KIP is going to give you some ideas. When KIP is done generating, you have a few options that you can do with the generated text. I'm going to make some space here. I'm just going to go mindfulness. We're going to set this to a H2. And then if you like the content that KIP generates, if you hover over it, you'll see you have some options here. So you can insert it directly into the editor. You can copy it, or you can ask KIP to retry and regenerate a new version. So we're going to paste it in, or I should say insert it. And then you'll see that now you have an idea for a mindfulness self-help book, and you can just get rid of any conversational elements. You can keep using Chat KIP to kind of refine your ideas, help you with just about anything you want help with, whether it's book content, SEO content, emails, all kinds of content. KIP is there to help you with your writing. You can start new conversations here. So if I start a new chat, you'll see that it opens, and then all your previous conversations will be listed here. So for example, hey KIP, I'm going to type, and then you can see that you have a new conversation here, and you can go back to it. Again, you can start a new one, and you'll have your history here. So that's the third way to interact with KIP. And then there's one more way, which is KIP Generate. So if I click this icon here, KIP, you'll have tools. These are very specific tools that do very specific things. We have our outline generator, description generator, our research tool, our summarizer, and our biographer. Each one does pretty much, what it says, what the title of it is. So the outline, you give it a few inputs, it's going to generate a complete outline for you, highly detailed. It can be as much as 13, maybe even 14,000 words for an outline. It gets very, very detailed, and it works for both nonfiction and fiction. Description, you can pass in your book. You can choose you can choose all the sections and chapters from Write and Create, or you can drag and drop the file. And then you set some of these options here, and it'll take your book, scan it, understand it, and then create a copy for it that you can use to put up on Amazon. And this is for fiction and nonfiction. Research tool goes into Amazon, looks at, based off the term that you enter here, the number of books you wanted to search. You can also go by category if you want. It'll take all those books, and it'll give you kind of like an overview of those books and how they're performing on Amazon, as well as go through the customer reviews and give you pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses of those books based off customer feedback. And it'll give you all that information for you. Summarizer, take in some content and summarize it for you. You could also ask KIP to give you blog ideas and tweet ideas from that content. And we're going to be adding a way where you can pass in a YouTube link or an article link, and it'll summarize that content as well for you and even give you ideas like this. And then biographer, enter this information here, and it'll give you a highly copywritten biography that you can use, whether it's for a pen name, for yourself, whatever the case may be. Even characters within your stories, you can use this tool for that. And we have a whole bunch more coming out. And just quickly, for research, for example, we talked about mindfulness in this, so I'll just do mindfulness. Let's say I want 5 books, search on Amazon, and then categories. I'm just going to select self-help. I'm going to click search. And so it's going to start searching. So this can run in the background. You don't need to wait. So we can minimize it, for example, and then you see here that your research tool is working, and once it's done, you'll get that check mark and you will be good to go, and you'll have your results. And once you have your results, you can save it to a note. And when you save it to a note, it ends up here ready for you to use however you see fit. Share it, get other collaborators in, and do what you need to do. So yeah, that is it. That is working with KIP. Those are the 4 ways. We have a lot more coming. This is just the beginning. Thank you for watching.